Hello everyone. In this video we are going to discuss about MIPS addressing modes. So we have immediate addressing mode, register addressing mode, base or displacement addressing mode, PC relative addressing mode, and pseudo direct addressing mode. So we can see it one by one. First one, immediate addressing mode. Actually, from the name itself, immediate addressing mode. Actually, all the addressing modes are depending on how we are going to represent the operands, how we are going to access the operands. Based on that only, all the addressing modes are differentiated. So, according to the name itself, here in the immediate addressing mode, one of the operand is an immediate value. So we are going to access a runtime value for the operation. For example, in add immediate, one of the operand is an immediate value 7. Here in OR immediate, one of the operand value is immediate value 8. So in the first one, so we are going to add a 0 register value. 0 register value will contain 0 register will contain always a 0, and immediate value 7 is get added, so which is obtained at the runtime. So the output got stored in S0. In the second one, the content in register T1 get logically bitwise ORed with the immediate value 8. Actually, you may think that how we can able to logically OR T1 and 8. Actually, T1 is a 32 bit size, so we are going to do operation with 8. So 8 also has to extend it to 32 bit. After that only we are doing the bitwise OR operation. This is all about immediate addressing mode. So in immediate addressing mode, the whatever instructions which is coming under, which is going to access an immediate value as an operand, all those instructions are coming under immediate addressing mode. Actually, these addressing modes are collection of instruction based on how we can able to access the operands, how we are going to access the operand. Based on that, we are categorizing the instruction based on these addressing modes. Second addressing mode is register addressing mode. From the name itself, all the operands are accessed from registers. For example, in the arithmetic operations like add, so in this all the operands are registers. So all the operands as well as the output, all are registers here. Here we are going to add S2 and S3. The content of S2 and S3 got added, and the result will be get stored in S1. The second one, a logical operation. The content in T1 and T2 get logically bitwise ORed, and the result will be stored in T0. You may think that how this SRL shift right logically will be coming under register addressing mode, as it is having a value 4. Actually, we are not doing any operation with respect to this 4. Actually, this 4 is not a value for operation. We are going to do the operation only with respect to the content inside this S0 register. Actually, the meaning is we have to right shift logically the content inside the S0 by 4 bits. Actually, 4 is not a value. We are not going to use any operation with respect to this 4. 4 is the shift amount to be shifted right, left, sorry, right logically inside this content available in S0. The meaning is we have to shift the content in S0 right logically by 4 bit, and the result will be stored in S0, S7. 4 is not a immediate value, so it is also coming under register addressing mode. The next addressing mode is base or displacement addressing mode. From the name itself, it contains the base register. So load word, store word, all these data transfer instruction will come under this base or displacement addressing mode. Actually, what is happening here is, in base or displacement addressing mode is of two types. One is direct addressing mode and second one is indirect addressing mode. So in direct addressing mode, the content we are going to access from the memory, that memory value is uh, given directly. So we are not going to calculate the memory. So memory will given directly. From that memory we will be accessing the data. So one of the operand which is available in memory. So that's why we have the name displacement. We have to displace the data from memory to a register. After that only we can able to do the operation. In indirect addressing mode like this LW, SW are coming under indirect addressing mode because as per the format we have to calculate the address first based on the base register value as well as the offset value. Actually we have to add the offset value, this 4, with respect to the content inside the register to calculate the address. So we have to calculate the address first, and we have to look onto the address in the memory, and we have to fetch the data from that memory, and that has to be loaded in S1. And in the second case, S0 is the source register where your result is saved. So you have to store that result inside the memory. It is also an indirect addressing. The memory is not given directly. So you have to calculate the address by adding the offset value as well as the content inside the register. You have to find that address in the memory to which you have to store this S0 value. So these are all the examples of base or displacement addressing mode. The next addressing mode is PC relative addressing mode. So when you do an operation, so if it affect the program counter value, then it will come under PC relative addressing mode. For example, BNE and BEQ. So in order to actually here we will be in first example we will be comparing S1 and S2, and we are going to verify whether both are equal. Then if the condition false, it will be mapping to this particular address. So in order to calculate this address, we have to multiply it with 4 as it is byte addressing memory, and how based on the offset value only we will be calculating the address. So PC plus 4 plus 100 will be the next address. So it is based on the program counter value. This is not the direct address, this is just an offset value where to we have to map the program pointer. So it is based on the PC plus 4 is the next address of the instruction. Along with that we have to add the offset value to calculate the new address where which we have to start the next execution. Likewise BNE, it will compare S0 and S1 if the content are not equal, and if the condition false. If not equal means here condition is true, at that time it will directly move on to the next next instruction to execute. And if the condition false, if both are equal, then it will move on to this particular address. To calculate the particular address, it will take this offset value. So 20 into 480 plus PC plus 4. So this is the PC relative addressing mode. So while discussing BEQ will do the branching when the condition false. Actually here the condition is whether S1 equal to S2. If the condition satisfied, it will move on to the very next instruction. If the condition false, if the if loop the condition false, it will move on to this particular instruction. Likewise in BNE, the condition to be verified is inequality. If inequality matches, the if loop will put true. If true, it will move on to the very next instruction. If it is false, it will jump on to this particular address. Next addressing mode is pseudo direct addressing mode. For example, J2500, we are not going to check any condition. We are going to directly jump onto this particular address. So in order to calculate this address, 2500 has to be multiplied with 4, that is 10,000. Jump to a register. So here the memory, the address value given directly, here address is available inside this register. So we have to access this register, we have to know what is the value available in that. To that address we have to jump. So go to the content inside that register. Jump and link. So we have to jump as well as after processing that task in that particular address. Here the address is 10,000. After processing that task, where I have to link the program memory, from where I have to start the next execution, that is jump and link. So it will go to 10,000. After processing that task, it will come back to this particular address. So return address will be stored with PC plus 4. For example, you have given this particular assembly code, and they have given that starting address is 8000. So as it is a byte addressing, so every address will be having a separated by 4 bytes. So 8000 to 8028, you have to map this particular assembly code into this particular memory. You have to convert this assembly code into binary and you have to save it. So first three instructions are coming under register addressing mode, and you have to as well as these are all coming under R type instruction format. So opcode value is 0. So in order to see the functionality, we need to refer the opcode sheet as well as functionality sheet to calculate the binary value of this particular assembly code. So this is the opcode sheet as well as function sheet. So as the first three instruction and this one coming under register addressing mode as well as R type instruction format, it is don't have any opcode value. Opcode value is 0, and we have to look on to the functionality sheet alone. So add is having the functionality 32. Load word is having the opcode. It is a base or displacement addressing mode. Load word is 35. BNE is a PC relative addressing mode. BNE value is 5. Add is again register addressing mode or R type. J is having the opcode value 2. So with this knowledge, we can able to directly convert this assembly code into binary. So initially add. So add is the instruction to be mapped to the address 8000. Each address is having 32-bit size. So as it is an R-type instruction, it is splitted into 6 different parts. First contain opcode of 6-bit size, RS 5-bit, RT 5-bit, RD 5-bit, then shift amount 5-bit, finally function 6-bit. So as it is an R-type instruction, I am filling 0 for the opcode. So functionality what I have verified in the functionality sheet is 32, right? So I am going to fill the functionality 32. My RS register is S3. So S3 is 19. So I am going to fill 19 here. Again RT also 19. RD destination register is T1. So T1 is having the value 9. I don't have any shift amount, so shift amount is 0. So next address 8004, where I have to store this second instruction. Again add, so R type, so again functionality 32. T1 is my source as well as destination registers. So T1 is 9. So 999, there is no shift amount. So third instruction has to be mapped to 8008. It is again a register addressing mode instruction, R type 0, functionality 32. First source register is T1, so 9. RT is S6. So S6 is 22. Again destination register is T1. Again 9, there is no shift amount. Again the next instruction is load word. So it is a coming under I type instruction, and it is a displacement or base addressing mode. So load word is having the opcode 35. So this is the value we have to here opcode for 6-bit size, RS 5-bit, RT 5-bit, and address, offset or immediate value 16-bit. This is the I-type instruction format. So 35 is the opcode value. So load word, right? So T1 is my RS. Sorry, we don't have any RS here. This is RT, my source register T1. So T1 is 9. Destination register is T0, that is 8. My offset value is 0. BNE. So BNE is coming under again I-type instruction format. BNE value is 5, opcode value is 5. My source register, here I don't have any destination register, both are source register, in which S5 is RS and T0 is acting as RT, a source register, not a destination register. So S5 is 21. So I am filling T0 first. T0 is 8. S5 is 21. My address is exit. I have to map on to exit, right? So exit is 2028. Actually, it is not a direct address. It is an offset address. It is calculated based on PC plus 4 plus offset value into 4. So actually PC plus 4 is 8020, and difference between 8028 and 8020 is 8. So in order to calculate the actual address to be filled here, so you have to divide that 8 by 4. So 2 has to be filled here. The reverse process you have to do. Then this is an R-type instruction. So my opcode is 0, functionality value is 32. S3 is my RS, so 19. S4 20. I don't have any shift amount. I am having the destination register is S3 again, so 19. I don't have any shift amount. Last instruction is jump loop. It has to be mapped into 8024. It is coming under J-type instruction format. Jump is having the opcode 2. It has to jump to the address 8000, right? First address is 8000. So in physical address is 8000. So in order to calculate the address to be filled here, you have to divide 8000 by 4. So 2000 has to be filled here. So this is the last address. If any other instruction to be executed, those instruction will be filled here. Another example, in sometimes in university examination, they may ask you to decode the instructions. They may not give directly in binary format. They may give in hexadecimal or some other format. So this instruction has to be decoded, and after that you have to find out the assembly code. So they may ask you to decode the instruction given in the particular format to be decoded, and you have to find the assembly code for this particular instruction. So what you have to do is you have to convert it into binary first. It is an hexadecimal code. OX or hex will be the representation for hexadecimal. So you have to extend it for 4-bit size each, as the maximum number of bits to be represented from 0 to 15 is 4-bit, right? So you have to extend 0 has to be extended with the 4 zeros, again these 4 zeros. 1 has to be extended with the 3 0 and 1. 0, this is the representation of 5, this is the representation of 1, 0 0. Now you have to calculate, or you have to decode. So in order to decode, initially you will be looking onto the first 6 digit. So while seeing the first 6 digit, all are zeros, so you can conclude that it is an R-type instruction. If it is an R-type instruction, you have to look onto the last 6 digit also. So in order to find out the functionality, here last 6 digit also 0. Now you can able to compare with the functionality sheet with the last 6 digit 0, that is SLL. So it is shift left logically. So it is an R-type. You can able to segregate the remaining bits 5, 5, 5 for RS, RT, RD, the next 5 for shift amount. As SLL you don't have any RS, so RT will be your source and RD will be your destination. Destination is 10, right? So if you refer the register number, 10 is for T2. So T2, RT is 16. So 16 is from S0. So S0 is your source register. So shift amount 4. Thank you.